Cross-Examine episode 75. We're back. We're talking about the C-list. This week, Attack on Titan, Platinum Man's Love of Kill, Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt, and of course, 86 is back, part 3.
Yeah, we're going to finish it here.
Oh, man, I cried like a little bitch. Fuck you. Justice has no fucking emotion. Everyone needs to know this. I'm over here muting myself in Discord while watching 86. And Justice over here like, oh,
he doesn't do a very good job of muting himself.
I unmuted myself to talk, and then it's like, Handler 1. It's like, you know us already, Colonel, whatever her name is, Colonel Millsy. It's like, what? Yeah, Handler 1. She starts crying. I'm fucking crying. Shin's trying not to cry. The whole squad is laughing. I'm like, fuck you guys. It's supposed to be fucking sad. Oh my God. I fucking love how they ended the episode. They ended the episode where they're like almost holding hands. They should have just held hands. And like her hand is the shape of a 6 and his hand is the shape of an 8. And it's like 86 and it cuts to a white screen as 86. I'm like, oh, it's fucking good.
Yeah.
Good. Oh,
imagine if they're like, yeah, we're not adapting anymore.
Hey, we're done. Oh my God, dude. Well, what's even sadder is like when Shin's visiting the grave of
Eugene,
yeah. And it's like Eugene's former friend comes over. He's like, oh, I've been blaming you. I've been guilting myself and tricking myself to blaming you, but I realize it's not really your fault.
Yeah, I'm the one who tricked the little sister into writing you
those letters, because now you finally find out like where letters and stuff are coming from.
I mean, we already knew.
Yeah, we already knew. Yeah, he didn't know. But then as Shin's walking away, you see the little girl like kind of notice him, but keeps going. But then Shin, oh my God, that's why I started just tearing up immediately. That's like 2 minutes into the show. He leaves the picture of her brother smiling with Shin next to him. She's like, oh, don't I got gozaimasu? And I'm like, she's so adorable. And she's smiling and she forgives Shin and is like, ah. Oh my, because then they hit you with the Eugene thing again. They made you fall in love with this guy. He dies and it's kind of its own thing, but it's such a good ending to what happened, because really everything tied up last week. And this week they're just reaffirming the Federation, whatever it was before.
Yeah.
Had fully collapsed. They managed to salvage a somewhat defensive line. The Federation is coming in to save people from whatever.
The Republic.
The Republic, yeah. The Republic has come in to help save the Federation or whatever the two nations are. And like bring them kind of together. And you still see some of the racism of like the white-haired people treating the 86 poorly. But at least now they're starting to realize what they've done is wrong. And Millsy, Handler 1, they call her so many. She's like...
just Lena's fine.
Yeah. And Lena is walking around the city, and you get to see that, like, what a war-torn country now is like. And they even point out, like, it only took them a week to take over. I'm like, oh, my God. That's like... Because you even see in the battle, like, before, halfway through the season, it's like, they're outside the outskirts of the city. People are getting drunk. They don't really know what's going on. And they did bring up a good point. There's no point in panicking everyone until they just roll through.
Far more effective than Russia.
Ooh, get fucking wrecked. God. They did point out something at the end of the season. When the president, Zimmerman, is talking like, oh, we haven't destroyed their manufacturing facility. Which means, they're slowly going to grind us down unless we do something. Mm-hmm. But nations have now joined forces. They can talk to other nations. Mm-hmm. So maybe there'll be a big fight. Something going to happen. I mean, God, I really thought Shin was going to die because I haven't read ahead because I'm like, I want to experience everything. Now I got to fucking read ahead. But yeah, it's just so sad because you get to see Elena. She lost so many so many of her soldiers. Mm-hmm. So there's very few left. There's still some left, but even more emotional is when Shin, I was crying the whole episode. I'd be like, okay, it's happy now. Oh, he's putting his brother's tag in the box. Oh. And then she found the 86 memorial thing. It's like, oh. What do you think? I think solid 8 out of 10 for the show.
Yeah.
Solid, if not 9.
Yeah, I gave it an 8 out of 10. Look, it's hard. They came out strong with the last 2 episodes, but it's hard to still look at things where it's like production issues, like, you know.
Yeah.
It killed a little bit of the momentum of
if these
the ending of it.
would have come out when the series ended, it would have finished much stronger, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Frederica,
they were still really good, but at some point, it was 86 days between.
Hey, maybe it has an 8.6. Oh.
No, it doesn't.
Fuck you. Also, the most annoying character goes to, I'm reading here, Frederica.
Why is she annoying?
What?
Why is she annoying?
Fucking voice is just so... Oh, I forgot to say my favorite part is when you see Fido has recorded their entire lives from, basically kids, and you see everyone's take. Corinna.
Current score is 8.69.
Oh, let's go. Let's fucking go. Dude, just leave it at 8.6. Just call it good. 8.69. No, Corinna, she stands no choice. I've known Shin longer. She's more like a little sister. Then Shin almost cries seeing her. I'm like, listen, bitch, you don't stand a chance. You don't stand a single chance against her.
Yeah. Theo with his pictures.
Oh, yep.
The
Which
like
one should I show?
rom-com like romance looking one at the end.
Yep. It was cool to see everyone's new insignias because he redid everyone's, and God, I just want to cry again. Shit, it's just so emotional, man. Like, do you still want Reaper? Yeah, because I'm still there, Reaper. It's like the meme already started. Like, I'm strong enough to finish this series. I'm a grown man. Nice to see you, Handler One. Sorry, you have no fucking heart. Goddamn Legion over here. Emotionalist.
That's fine.
I want to cry.
I've cried at other shows. This one just ain't it.
Did you cry when they died just like they died in Attack on Titan?
No.
That's my segue. Boom.
That was lame.
Fuck you. Oh, that's lame. Oh, they're all lame.
All right. Well, Matt's going to go on some Attack on Titan stuff. I'll be over here.
Fucking Attack on Titan. Fucking here. I got to pull up my notes here. I don't really need my notes because Attack on Titan fucking kicked off. So you remember that girl, Annie, that's been like frozen in her little icicle thing since like season 1 ended? And like a couple episodes she came out of her ice thing. Well, she turned back into a Titan this week and Reiner turned into a Titan. So they're working together, right? And it's so cool seeing them kick ass. Like, they have to get to this port, right? They have to get to this flying boat. And before they had Zeppelins, but it's actually like a flying boat, like Indiana Jones, like one of those flying boat things. It's like not biplane. It's like a biplane water. There's an actual name for those planes. Fuck you. The best part is like, how do we get down there? We got to be sneaky, but we can't kill the people because they got to put the plane together. And Armin comes with the idea, well, run down there, pretend like the Titans are trying to get away. Go down to the dock, and you have this super, again, emotional moment. Fuck you, Justus. I might have been a little emotional in this episode because they're fighting on the dock, and you see this character you have not seen in a fucking while, Samuel. And I think in season 1, when they transform into Titan, or season 3, when they transform into Titans, and he falls off the wall. They save him. Now he's here and he's like, Armin, we're friends, right? You wouldn't lie to us, right? You wouldn't be trying to get on this boat and be sneaky to try and get away, would you, right? Because they're trying to get the explosives off the boat. They convince him to take the fucking explosives off the boat. Then Flock yells, they're traitors, stop them. It's like, oh, Armin gets shot like 5 fucking times, dude. Like, once in the mouth through the jaw, which is completely animated at the same time, but Armin's a Titan, so he can heal. He doesn't die as easily. And then Connie has this serious moment of like, it's so bad because it's all this death. They have this whole thing about people dying, right? Be more interested, Justice. You wouldn't understand the emotion of it. They have this like emotional standoff of like, we were friends, right? We were friends, right? Then Armin is about to get shot again. Connie shoots Samuel, shoots the other guy too, so he has to kill 2 more of his friends for the greater good of the world because the rumbling's happening and it's going to take out the entire planet. They kill him, then the fight kicks off, and that's where you get the cool-ass Titan scene where Reiner and Annie are working together again, and they're crushing people. And whoever did the sound, like, there should be an award for sound. Because like in movies where, like, people get hit, and it's like, you get the Wilhelm scream or whatever. There's a point where people get hit and they scream for half a second before they get hit. They get hit, you hear the crush, and it just cuts. Like the screaming cuts. I'm like, this is gruesome because they're just crushing people like they normally would because Annie and Reiner are full Titan form. They're about to lose because they have these like rocket launcher spears, and they hit Reiner in the face a whole bunch, hit Annie in the face to where their Titans can't see, and you're like, oh no, they're going to lose the fight. They're not going to stop Eren. The rumbling's going to happen no matter what. Then our boy over here, let me look up his name again. Excuse me. Oh God, what's his name? What the fuck was his name? I don't remember his name. Falcor, whatever the fuck his name is. It's something like that. Transforms into his Titan form. This is the first time he's transformed since he's gotten the Titan power. Goes ballistic. They get on the boat, they get away, right? What's even more emotional about this is you get to re-meet a character. Keith Shadis. He's the dude that taught the recruits how to be like part of the Survey Corps. Like he taught Eren and Mikasa and all of them how to be like Titan hunters. And the coolest part though is in the newest season, like the Jaegers, the guys that are on the side of Eren Yeager, wear like all black with like kind of a green cape with a little different, like, you know, the wings of freedom. He's wearing the OG uniform and starts killing people. Like he starts slicing people. And then they get on a boat, right? They're like, oh, there's a second military boat that can chase down their boat and kill them. We have to stop it somehow. So they're in the like room with the canister shells and they're having a casual conversation while they're getting ready to blow up the boat. It's like, what's your name? My name's Keith Shadis. What's your name? Theo McGath, whatever his name is. And then they blow up the boat. But what's even sadder about that, Justus, is no one's going to know that Keith sacrificed himself to save his former students.
Fucking spoilers.
What? It's... What? No, I mean, this happened in the episode.
Oh, yeah, spoilers.
We're going to spoil everything.
Well, you're doing a lot of play-by-play.
I'm sorry I'm doing a lot of play-by-play, but it's so emotional, dude. There was so
Pussy.
much more that happened, though, but it's like...
Pussy.
Also, apparently the rumbling moves so fast. They're like, yeah, and like, if we wait 4 days to stop the rumbling, they would have moved 900 kilometers already. I'm like, that's not that far. Then I thought in my head, like, holy shit, they're moving fucking fast. Because they're giant titans and they're crushing everything. Like, Annie's hometown, they're like, yeah, your hometown's basically destroyed already. Might as well give up hope. And I look at Mikasa's like, don't give up hope.
Yeah, 500 miles in 4 days.
Yeah. I mean, they're crushing everything in the path there. Because they're giant titans with, like, the foot the size of, like, a parking lot. I mean, there's... The whole idea is to rumble against their giant, huge, like, colossal titans, but they just stomp everything and kill everyone in the way. So, and they're trying to get this flying boat to catch up to Eren to try and kill
Jaeger.
Jaeger.
Lego brick.
What?
Just make a big Lego brick.
But they can heal, so it won't even matter on them.
Slow them
like, you know what doesn't even matter? The story to Platinum ends. Ayo. Listen, okay. So we watched Platinum Ends, right?
Mm-hmm.
We watched episode 21, 22, and 23. Platinum Ends on there.
There's one episode left.
There's one episode left. I don't know what they're going to do because they basically just wrapped it up. Also, they were...
Use your words.
They were so close to like having a good story of like, you know what, Red, you can be God. And the kid's like, yo, let's go back with the suicidal kid. Hell yeah. It was super cheap, like suicide. Listen, everyone at one point is pinned in a room, right? Like Professor Oak or whatever the fuck his name is. I guess I have it here.
Yanada.
Yanada. Fuck you, leave me alone. So Yanada set up this whole thing where Nakumi basically has the three other god candidates trapped, right? Because he's got a white arrow. And somehow they talk Yanada like, you can't kill anybody because you've only killed people that wanted to die. It's like...
No, Nakumi.
What?
Yeah, Yanada's the professor. The professor's killed before.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Nakumi's in the room. And they're like trying to convince Nakumi, like, you've only killed people that wanted to kill themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, I mean, it's true, but at the same point, it's like, they show that he's definitely in love with the professor, before he got shot with a red arrow.
Yeah, but it's already been well established that you can't have someone kill if they don't want to.
Yeah,
like, you can't override certain things.
I feel like the
that.
professor should have like spent more time making Nakami like want to kill. The cool thing was I like how they didn't explain what happened in the forest until he gets to the end.
Mm.
Because there's one point where there's like 30 people in that forest or something, like 30, 40 people in a forest that are all like suicidal and kind of want to die already.
Mm-hmm.
And Yanada spends the whole time trying to figure out, okay, if 2 people are shot with a white arrow, like how much of a gap does there need to be to cancel out and everyone dies at the same time? Because he's trying to figure out a way to kill the other candidates. So only Yanada and Nakami are left.
It's like 15 milliseconds.
Yeah, it's like 0.15 seconds.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's like you'd have to be like that. You'd have to be fucking quick, right? Like, I feel like if I were to like, you know, you do the thing where you like tap your phone like real quick. I guess you're just releasing on there. I wonder how quickly from like someone saying something to doing it that can happen. I mean, they can fly very fast with their angel wings. I feel like they could just shoot and just run into it at the same time. Because if you're moving at the speed of light, basically, I mean, they could have dodged bullets with their wings. So I don't imagine why they couldn't like shoot 2 arrows, fly into the arrows at the same time, and make it 15. Besides the point, it was pretty cool him actually explaining, like, that's what I wanted from the start of the story. Something that complicated that was understandable, like Death Note.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we get something that gets kind of complicated, becomes very simplistic, and then goes, all right, we're going to do this instead, which is like option G.
Yeah, because there were a whole bunch of options.
Yeah.
Nasi had a weird thing. I don't know if you want to explain that. What the fuck happened? That made me a little mad. That was like a whole, 30-second thing?
Yeah, so she saves Mirai, and
so he just like wants to take the hit.
Because Saki was going to be killed if he didn't die. Because, of course, Yanada's entire goal is to kill all 3, and it really doesn't fucking matter who would have died first in that scenario.
Like, Red should have... Yeah, I mean, Mirai should have known, like, she's going to die no matter what.
But, as it's been alluded to before, Nase, she can interact with the human world. So she pulls him away, just like with the way she saved him at the first episode when he jumps off of a building, and you actually have that semblance of like, holy shit, this is a good show. And
because all the other angels,
23 fucking episodes later,
well, the thing is,
hate it.
He's the only one that physically needed to be stopped. The rest of them were about to kill themselves.
Yeah,
they weren't in the process of dying.
Yeah,
which is the thing. Like, if people really paid attention at the beginning of the series, they would have known that before now.
Yeah, and because she interfered, she lost 2 ranks.
Yeah, she went from special rank down to 2nd rank.
Which means only red arrow or only wings.
Yeah.
He chose the red arrow and lost his white arrow and wings.
Yeah. And then like 30 seconds later, she's like, what'd she do again?
So the super preppy chick that like only wants self-service and like to keep a red arrow at the very end of this teleports behind using the wings. Yanada's not paying attention. She's taken the white arrow from Nakumi and was going to shoot Yanada in the back to end this whole thing. And Nase, because like she like finally gets it and realizes that would also make Mirai unhappy, saves Yanada as well. But because it wasn't her own god candidate, she immediately gets put back to special rank.
It was like, what, maybe 2-minute scene of, okay, you go from special to 2nd. Oh, you saved someone else. Boom. 2nd to special. It's like, what? So we're just back to square one at this point?
Yeah.
And then Yanada gets depressed and is like, no, whatever. What was the point? It's like,
an angel has saved me twice, even if I think they're monsters created by that creature. Like, blah, blah, blah.
It's like, what was the point? Like, we're just back to... Basically, it's... Nase saves 2 people. Professor gets fucking depressed. Boom. End of story. It's like...
Yeah, and then the kid, Nakumi's like, I'll become the creature so that way...
Before.
Yeah, and...
What's even dumb, it's like, do you want to keep your memories? It's like, yeah, except the one preppy girl is like, nah. It's like, why wouldn't you?
To be fair, it makes sense why she wouldn't want to. It's just one of those, like, you mean to tell me I'm going to be taken care of for the rest of my life and I don't have to remember any of these bullshit?
Like, I like how the professor was
yes,
just
please.
like, come with me, you're a researcher persistent at the University of Japan.
Yeah.
Also,
like, cool, whatever.
the prime minister was highly underguarded in that situation. Yanada walks in and is like, pew, pew. It's like, as soon as the guards don't respond, the prime minister should be in a lockdown. It's like, walks in the cabinet, pew, pew, pew.
He's fast, I guess. Yeah. Look, it's whatever.
Metropolitan definitely should have won this selection process.
Nakumi is currently God and infected.
Yeah,
basically.
that was where they ended. They're like, I'm infected by something.
The creature is trying to take back control because that was Yanada's theory. Is basically the original God was only going to use the selection process to have a younger body and then take control over it again. Like, no one was actually going to become the new God.
Yeah. So I don't know if they're trying to, like, are we going to have a long last episode? Because we got to episode...
Man, I'm so glad Mikado got out of all of this bullshit.
Dude, Mikado would have been like, just fucking shoot him already. Like, if he was going to kill the God candidates, he even pointed out, like, if they don't see or hear the sniper, they can't do anything. A suppressed sniper from, like, you know, the back of that stadium, you're not going to really hear it. Just have all 3 shot at the same time. Because he even mentions the reaction speed. It's like, Professor just could have ended this and then, like, that would have been it. But it's like, Mirai had so many, like, path changes. Like, oh, I want to become God because if we don't, everyone will be sad and die. Well, what about Yellow? Well, I love Yellow too much. And Yanada's like, I fucking told you.
Yeah, some of those, like, contradiction stuff makes sense, though. Those are, you know, the same kind of contradictions that a lot of people would have.
Fucking
where it's like, I'm willing to sacrifice myself for this. And it's like, what if I kill this person that you're very dear? Fine, I won't do it. Like,
yeah, we finished episode 23, so there's one more.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's going to be a little longer, or I don't know how they're going to end this. And like, unless they're trying to set up for a second season of God Candidate Selection number 2.
I hope not. At some point, especially there near the end, everyone's memory in the entire Earth was wiped.
So like, no one remembers anything.
There are no angels left on Earth. None of the God candidates have any of their tools anymore.
Everyone's memory was wiped, but they still remember, like, they still have stuff from when they were with the angels. They didn't wipe the material stuff. So there's still footage.
Well, no one can see the, like,
yeah, but people recorded the footage, though, so is it a mass hallucination? I'm like...
Could be.
I don't know.
But,
there's so many holes that they didn't finish there. It's Metropolitan should have fucking won.
Basically, there are only 3... people in the entire Earth. The Sasaki, Mirai, and Yanada are the only 3 that remember the God selection process.
God, I'm just happy that we only have one more episode of this shit. To be fair, next week we're going to talk about the ending of everything. Because, I mean, there's only going to be one episode to talk about a lot of stuff. Or we'll work it out on there.
Oh, I think that might be kind of a bad idea, personally. Just because we won't have any... We could take a week off, but we also still wouldn't have anything to talk about.
Well, it gives us a week. It gives us a week to like actually do some other content. I mean, we can still talk about like we can do a special.
I think it would unfortunately be like 3 weeks.
Well, let's do
Shield Hero doesn't start for 2 weeks.
Let's do like a couple specials. We haven't done some specials in a while.
I'm just saying, like, on average, everything is between. As of right now, 14 and a half to 17 days away.
You know something interesting about Yanada as well? Sounds like he loves to kill.
Shut up.
You know who else loves to kill? Song Ryong Ha Song. I can't pronounce his fucking name. Dude, this show's...
Song Ryong Ha?
Song. Well, they all call him Ryong Song. What?
Struggling over there, man.
Listen, the show's actually getting better on there.
No.
What do you mean?
No.
Like where the
No.
stories go? Don't fucking tell me the story's not. I think the story's getting better.
There was someone that legitimately
Look,
says
the rating's gone up.
barely.
It's gone up. The show's getting better on there.
Oh, I'm so glad. With 2 episodes left, it's gotten good.
I can't wait for Justus's review on My Anime List ratings.
There was literally a dude in the comment section that was like, I look forward to this more than Attack on Titan each week. And I was like, you're delusional, and I don't watch Attack on Titan.
He is delusional. I'd much rather watch Attack on Titan than this.
Like,
to be fair, Attack on Titan's a masterpiece, and this is like pretty subpar out there.
This fucking show has Jim with his shitty Japanese and no mouth.
What? Then there's Donnie, huh? You want to fucking talk to Donnie, huh? It's fucking no. I still feel like if they were going to stab the boss, Ritzland, they shouldn't have stabbed him in the neck. It would have been more believable anywhere else minus the neck. Like, that dude was bleeding quite a bit. I do like the little touch they added for Jinon.
Well, I mean,
John.
At least the knife stayed in there. So
yeah.
It does like.
But I like the touch they added for Jinon. However they say his name.
The kid?
Jinon. Where he's trying to like drag the bodies. It's like, yeah, bodies be fucking heavy, dude. Like, that's a small kid. Those are big bodies. Of course he's going to suck to drag those bodies off. But what I don't like is, my God, when what's her name? Chatio? What did they call him? Chateau?
What is up? You love this show so much, you can't pronounce a single one of these motherfuckers.
I'm dumb. What do you want from me? I can't pronounce names. It doesn't matter. I fucking love other shows like Dress Up Darling, and I can do Gojo, but that's easy. Anything longer than 4 letters is too much.
Jesus Christ.
Like Mifa, Ho, Ritzland, that's pretty easy. Nikai? I don't know. Jim? I know Jim.
Suka
Blieta.
No, Suka these nuts.
Did you watch the highlight from
No.
Grant? Oh. God, they got him like 8 times in one fucking string.
You also called him Grant.
Grant? Garnt. Leave me alone. See, I can't even listen.
Dude. Look, it's...
No, but you know what really made me mad? Listen, there's one thing I was like, okay, this is a little much this episode. Was when she shot her gun on the boat when that one random biker dude shows up.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, she shot him in the arm and she shot him in the leg on there. Those are 2 terrible spots to get shot. That's going to hurt like a fuckload on there.
He basically like passes out after having a chair.
Basically passes out. And the excuses. Don't come any closer. This is a dangerous situation.
Terrorist attack. Bomb.
Terrorist attack. What? There might be a bomb. And the guards are like, oh, okay. It's like, you didn't need any credentials like that. That's all you had to fucking say. Like, how did you get him off the boat? Like, 2 guards being like, hey, there's a terrorist attack. Maybe I'll call 911. Did they not call 911 or everything? They just fucking walked off the boat through the fucking garbage. The fucking garbage truck. Listen, that's a special truck. They don't mention anything about it. Oh, I bet the chef forgot to use all the meat and let it go to waste. Ugh. It's like, what? Like, what? You heard multiple gunshots on this boat. Someone's been stabbed, and your whole idea is, oh, maybe there's a terrorist attack. Oh, I'm just not going to say anything about this.
Yeah. Look, this show sucks.
At least, I want to know what happened in that car. Because something happened in the car. Remember? Like, they keep going back to where Song and Sung, this other guy.
I mean... So it's Song Ryung-ha and Song Ryung-ha both in the car with Chateau Noble at the time.
Yeah. They're trying to piece something together. Like, they met each other when he was running away in an alleyway, and they were going to harvest Song's organs was the whole plot point there. And it's like, then like Donnie over there is like, okay, I taught this kid everything I know. I gave someone this name, but I didn't give you this name, but I gave someone this name. Who are you? And then he escapes. And then Nikai. It's Nikka. Leave me alone.
Nika.
It doesn't say how to say his name.
Of course not. You won't be able to hear it.
Oh, shoot, there's a whiskey of it. Sorry, besides that. Red hair guy. I'm just going to stick with that. It's a safer bet, knowing me. Oh, God, why can't I hit the back? Oh, God.
This man's struggling.
Yeah, I'm struggling real bad. That dude, like...
This show makes me yawn.
They get in a fight. Like, they start shooting at each other. I'm like, first of all, both these guys are supposed to be good marksmen. Mm-hmm. They somehow missed their shots. And then he gets away and he's like, don't worry. I'm going to go mess with your girlfriend. He's like, okay, second power coming through. And then somehow saves her at the same time. And then they mess with the hobos under the bridge. It's like...
Oh, the Chinese hobos under the bridge?
Oh, I thought they're supposed to be Korean.
No.
Oh, Chinese hobos? That's what they are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I thought you were going to keep going with the Chinese
hobo thing. That
was a whole scene that was...
Look,
who's this?
They use
my
like,
son. I finally found my dad.
Yeah. They use thank you in a Mandarin. So.
Oh, I don't know what thank you in Mandarin is. I don't even know fucking English, dude.
Shishi?
Shishi? Is that it?
I believe
Sheesh.
So. No.
No.
Fuck it.
No, the best part is like, why can't she drink? Oh, I love how like she's kind of innocent at the same time because she doesn't realize he's talking about her being pregnant. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shishi.
Yeah.
Think of you. That's what it says under it. It's like a G and there's like an E. It's weird. I don't know. All in all, this. 谢谢.
She.
That's not what it sounds like to me. To be fair, I'm not looking at it. I mean, is there anything you have to add to the show? I kind of went on a rant. I was hoping you were going to like maybe some of your input in here.
Fucking Donald Bachman.
You mean Donnie? You mean Donnie?
He's a character that is supposed to be like super badass, but there's been like zero buildup on him, and I don't give a shit about him. That sucks.
He's just kind of like that. They're trying to do that background mafia boss thing that just doesn't quite work out.
He's clearly supposed to be like the big important character that knows like everything about Chateau, and
I love how every character he plays looks about the same. Like,
yeah, look, he's got that face. One of the characters that I'm like upset is Jim. His voice actor is a really good voice actor. You've seen ReZero, right?
Yeah.
You know Otto?
Wait, that's Otto?
Yeah.
That guy plays Otto in ReZero?
Not only that, My Hero Academia, he's Monoma, the fucking super arrogant, like, asshole second class.
Wait, really? Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, why can't I see him there?
So there's Otto.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. It's like a good voice actor, and it's like, please use shitty Japanese.
Maybe that's, well, isn't that supposed to be his character? Oh, look, he's from, I can't remember the name of that on there.
I hate the, like, shitty Japanese.
Wasn't he supposed to be like a foreigner working for this company? Is this whole thing?
Yeah, but at some point, like, they're doing the overly, like, stereotypical stuff. If you've been in Japan long enough, like, you were clearly going to
you don't know how long he's been in Japan. You don't know how long he's been there. Maybe he's been a year. Well, maybe you don't know. Huh?
He's clearly not been there, like...
Maybe he just transferred, huh?
Yeah, he transferred and completely has the hang down... Hang down? No, like,
hang down?
Has it down, like, of the... Chateau when she's trying to...
Who doesn't know how to use words now, huh, bitch?
When she's trying to, like, put in her resume or resignation, where it's like, no, I'm not doing that. There's all this paperwork and, like, 17 other things.
So he's lazy. That's why he doesn't have it down in his Japanese.
Well, he clearly knows everything that's involved. He spends like a minute and a half listing things.
I've lived in America my entire life, and I still suck at English. What's your point? I'm Jim.
But you clearly sound natural. You look American.
You ever been to Alabama?
Yeah.
They don't have it down.
Yeah. Different.
Jim.
There's a second difference. You look American.
Yeah, I know. What was that?
Yeah,
What was that, Toby?
I know I look American too.
I am small.
Oh. I just hate, like, for shitty Japanese. Like, at some point, just, like...
You would think with all the money that they spend on the show, they'd get out of debt.
Yeah.
You know who else needs to be out of debt?
Oh, I hate it.
I'm surprised you didn't see that coming. I was looking at it, too.
I hate it.
Oh, a kingdom out of debt. Dude, this is probably my new guilty pleasure show. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed these episodes a lot just because there was more. Hang on. There was more.
This show is ranked so much higher than Love of Kill, by the way.
It's ranked higher than fucking Platinum Ends, too, as it should. There was more thought process and more like, wow, why didn't I think of that than there is of Platinum Ends. It's like, how are they going to get out of the city safely? We're going to surrender everyone in this city to the religious army. Then the religious army's like, how do we take on, we can't, take 30,000, we can't take 30,000 refugees. Let us buy all your weapons and armor and come back, which was a fucking smart move on their part. Because now it's like, well, there's 30,000 of us, which outnumbers, the two princes' armies. And in the reserve, we have the religious army. So it's like even more so. And then just walk back in the city. And that's it to the situation. These 3 episodes were tied together very well because they get in the city to do negotiations. Then they get out of the city for all that stuff. And I guess technically the last episode's kind of its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where, Wayne really wasn't in the most recent episode we watched, right?
Wayne, yeah.
He wasn't in the first of these 3, right? It was mostly his little sister, Falana, I think is her name.
Yes.
Falanya. I don't know. Her middle name is Elk. We're going with Elk now.
No.
So, Elk. Dude, it was actually kind of cool seeing, in this world, this would be a real experience for her. She's like, what's this? And it's like, this is our, basically a city council setting where she goes to visit the people. And then, they build the relationship of, okay, she's seen it. She's met the people. She's sat in them. She's gained the trust of the people. First we thought you were, just... teasing us with kind of being interested, but now you're actually interested. You should speak up and say something. And then the point where they need her, she does speak up and she convinces the town people, hey, if we work together, we can get out of this. And then the whole thing kind of fit together. But the other plot behind this is, Limina Earthworld? I don't know. It's the blonde girl. She's still trying to become. Fuck you. You say it then, huh? You say it. Say it. Say her name. Look, it's right here. I'll even blow it up for you. What's her name?
It's so mean. I'm sorry.
Treated like I'm an idiot on this podcast.
You were doing so good. You were so proud that you were getting pronunciations right. And you just I don't know. Somehow it's been worse than before.
I'm a pariah in this situation. Look, a bully.
Just go with the blonde one.
No, it's Lolamina. Lolamina. That's her name. Lolamina. God, fuck it. Blonde girl. You give me shit so much in the season 4 when I'm like, yo, here's blonde girl, here's red hair girl. And now it actually works in this situation. You're like, nah, you can use it now.
I'm giving you an out.
The fuck just fell? Oh, I hit the table and the adhesive fell. Sorry.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Well, I didn't really hit it. It just kind of fell because it touched my leg. Listen, long story short, second oldest brother poisoned first oldest brother. Thus
by accident because
they were trying to poison Wine. Wine was like, yo, what's in this tea? Did you
the youngest brother accidentally poisoned the oldest?
Yes.
No,
because
the middle brother
is the
fucking
butch guy, whatever.
That the middle one looks like the older brother.
Yeah, it's very confusing on there. And invites him for tea. Then there's a whole thing where he's kind of held hostage because it's like they thought he did it. But then by the end of it, he's like, maybe it was someone else that poisoned him. And then it's trying to out them out. Like if they don't agree, then they know it's him. But if he agrees, then they get what they want. Like Wine does a good job of like getting what he wants in the very end on there, which is very well thought out. And then he goes to visit Zeno, which still, I don't know how those boobs are fitting inside that uniform because they pointed out in this episode, he's like, boobs. He even says boobs. Wine says boobs. Then she wears uniform and she has no boobs. She has no bobs.
Yeah. Just great outfits.
I want to know who paid for all that equipment because we know Wine didn't pay for all that equipment. He said they would pay triple the going price for that equipment. At no point did he say he would pay for it. I feel like the merchants were left paying for all of this.
Yeah, but I mean, they were willing to pay for it because it was good to save their own town. So,
yeah. All in all, this show definitely deserves, I mean, like a 7 seems fair. I don't know if I'd give it an 8. Maybe an 8 on there. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, Wayne's fairly smart. Unfortunately, there's a lot of things that keep coming back to bite him. Anytime that he's like thinks things are correct, he's roughly right, but he always has to make like a correction, which is what like is super annoying because he interrupted after the eldest brother.
Oh, I forgot about the marriage proposal.
Tried to propose because he was insulted that Wayne didn't show up. And it's like, well, I mean, he said he was busy. He said
he was
like
sent his little sister.
Yeah.
I guess oldest brother was trying to get back by trying to marry his sister.
Dude's a little bitch. And now he's like basically ousted forever.
Well, the thing is, Niam, his like assistant that everyone is like, oh, she's white hair, she's impure, which I love how he even points out like, why'd you dye your hair? Why'd you dye your beautiful hair? And she's like, don't worry, it'll come out on there. He's like, what?
Yeah. It's the area.
She is such a fucking like wingman in every situation on there. Like the stares of like, you got this. You have like when he says, oh yeah, well, you're marrying my sister. I'm marrying your sister. But because of our laws, those two can't be wed. He's like, that's not a rule, but thank you for the save.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh. The show does a great job with the interactions of some of the characters. Ninum and the blonde one.
No, you try and say it. No, you gotta try it. Here you go, Justin. Now's your chance. You've looked at it enough. Go ahead. Try and say that name. Fuck you. Go ahead. Try the name, huh? Go ahead. Now's your chance.
All right, you say it one more time.
No, now it's your chance. I've said it like 3 times. Now it's your turn. You have to look at it. Don't try and sit there and sound it out. You gotta go off the bat. Go now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Low.
See, you're getting fucked up.
It's
See, you're still looking. You're trying to buy time. You shouldn't have fucking buy time over here. You just know how to say the name. Go ahead. Come on. Say it.
No, I don't want to.
Oh, I'm not gonna say it. Oh, I got a headache. Fuck you.
Oh, dude, I'm just not in the mood tonight.
Hey, by the way, I don't want to say it because we don't want to talk about it because it just came out. The Jujutsu Kaisen movie, 7 out of 10.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it a lot.
I gave it an 8 out of 10. There were certain things that were. It's very clear that the movie is the like one-shot basis. Like there are specific things that literally don't exist that exist in the show. One of those is the like warrens or the rooms. You basically just have like domes that get put up, but you never actually have their like special place.
Yeah.
That is super important in the show at this point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there are some of those things where
Speaking of Gojo.
Yeah.
What's his name? Is that also Gojo?
Yeah.
Jude. Boom. Thank God. I wasn't going to be about this spot.
show.
I think that, I don't know. I feel like the score for Jujutsu Kaisen's a little high. I mean, it's good for
what's
season
its
1.
Current score?
8.7.
No, that's fair. You've seen the fights.
Yeah, the fights are good, but
and the story, especially like foreshadowing.
It's ranked number 40. It's got over 1 million users. Jesus. Yeah. I feel like lately,
very good.
We were talking about this. I feel like lately with anime, more people have gotten into it, and especially new stuff. It's easy. Old anime was a little harder to get into. It was rougher around the edges. Like, it was really more, how do I say, like more anime-like back in the early 2000s. Like, I think if the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya came out today, it wouldn't be as good as when it came out then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd still be good, but
I mean, it depends on how it's adapted. Fruits Basket is a perfect example of like taking something that was old but making the.
I bet you didn't even cry during Fruits Basket. But you sat there like a man and just like, I'm not gonna cry, man. I bet did you cry like a little bitch?
A lot.
Yeah. See now,
it's just because it's a better story.
It was a crybaby, man.
Dude, maybe I shouldn't phrase it that way. Fruits Basket is a better story than 86. I'm not implying anything like that. It's certain things in Fruits Basket were set up way better.
Oh, she turned into a dog.
No one. Only the male is the dog. There's only one of those.
She turned into a fox. I can't think of any woman that turns into anything. Listen, I haven't watched any of the new Fruits Basket. And I'm not looking forward to watching next week's episodes because we have to finish basically 24th Ward, which I think is just going to end terribly.
I don't think it is even over.
Is it not?
No.
World's End Harem. I'm definitely not looking. It's just.
I'm looking forward to that. That shit hits me right in the feels, man. I cry every time.
You cry like they cry.
Yeah.
And then Police and Pod, which
out my pant hole.
Next week, I want you, if you can, I want you to name all 16 girls.
No, I'm gonna stop you right there. No, just no.
Life with an Ordinary Guy who reincarnated into Fantasy Knockout.
So World's End Harem is already over.
So World's End will be done. Police in a Pod should be done, right? Because I'm pretty sure we got to like episode 9. It's only 12 episodes.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure Life with an Ordinary Guy is supposed to end as well. And then I don't know if Q's going to end, will it?
No, Q's 24 episodes.
Oh my God. So we're talking about this a whole nother season.
Police in a Pod ends it. Oh, it's fucking Tokyo 24th Awards episode 10 only airs in 12 hours. There was another delay.
Oh, fuck me, dude. They should just delay that show indefinitely. Listen, guys, we need to work together. Oh, we didn't work together. How did this happen?
I would like to flashback at the very beginning of this when you said that I was being too negative, and I turned out to be right when it came to the Cloverworks 3-episode problem.
Well, I mean, they're like so close to having something good.
Yes, they are. But you were very on me for being too negative, and I had to be like,
negative. You're like, everything they make is fucking shit.
No, man. I didn't say everything they make is shit. Man. I said that unfortunately they've already had a track record that when they did 3 shows in a season,
you said only one. You said one would be good, the other will be shit. Akabe Sailor Uniform, masterpiece, fucking masterpiece in the making.
I said that there was a chance one would definitely suffer. And then the other one would have some quality issues.
Said they would. You said one would be good and the others would suffer.
Yes,
because we were talking about Akabe Sailor Uniform.
They do
Akabe,
some of.
Akabe
you have complained.
Akabe. Well, it makes sense now.
Complained that Akabe has
come full circle. Listen, I'm working on the script for Akabe, so it can't be bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Where's your scripts at, Justus? Huh?
They're on my other computer.
Oh, you haven't finished them, dude. Next week we should definitely have some scripts done so we can record. Or any day. Hey, but that's all I got. Next week is the A list. We'll talk more. Justus has got to take a math test.
It's a low M.
What?
I physically just can't say
it. Who can't talk?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I just can't say it. I know how to pronounce it in my head.
I know how. Oh, now that you've had a chance to look at it 50 fucking times. I was doing it on the fly.
Flex seal.
Okay, press Control H. Let's see what the last tab was. Control H. Okay, let's pull it up. I tried to use my mouse on your screen.
Jujutsu Kaisen main
Yeah,
panel,
but
Reddit.
listen, I was doing it on the fucking fly. I had like 2 seconds to learn it. You had like 10 minutes to learn it. Fuck you. That's cross-examine. I'm Matt. That's Justus.
Part of my issue is I'm just doing the one that thought it was funny.